Box number one is almost full. Box two, however, is completely empty. So let's show you the plan, what we're doing today. Today is day 18 of using Vinted to sell old eBay stock. To free up a bit of space, time, money, and also get to know the platform because why not? Like, you can start to build a bit of a reputation on Vinted, and maybe in the future I'll start to put in some of my other collectibles on there. So I'm gonna do a saw count today. We can say it a maximum of 7 times because come on, like, you're English, Mick, you've got to be using different words. Now, I had a choice yesterday where I could have either done a 1 minute video just giving you an update on the sales, and that would have been it because I ran out of time, or I could have saved it for today, gone through the sales with you because we have had two, so that's happy days. And then, put a bit more effort into the editing today and go through what we're listing and just some thoughts. Because recently, like, I've had like a bit of a thought recently where I just feel like I'm always working for my future self, and that isn't the plan. Like, obviously in business you've got to have like goals, like for every quarter of the tax year, financial goals, like ambition, like where you want to get to. But I, recently I feel like I've just been chasing to get to those goals, and like that mindset's completely wrong because you you're always going to be chasing, and that's not the plan. I'm right. Like, when I think about it, right now is like where I want to be in terms of I'm self-employed, trying to like build a business that creates something hopefully bigger than like myself and leaves like something really good. And so when you have, say, like that, those like goals, those, that ambition, whatever, you get caught up in always trying to like please that future self, which isn't guaranteed. So that's two or three used already. What I want to do today is like really just like take a step back and just enjoy the process, and even though this is old stock, enjoy going through it because this is basically stock that got me to where I am now and in a position where I'm self-employed, and I'm going to enjoy it today. Let's start with the sales. So that's four gone. Since speaking to you last, we had two sales. We listed what was it, like 8 bundles of wrestling figures. They all, oh no, 9 bundles of wrestling figures. We had one collector who bought 5 for £4.50. Somebody bought a bundle of 4 for £17.10, and another collector bought a bundle of 4 lots of wrestling figures for £16.65, which is great news because it frees up the second box, which makes that completely empty, and it means today we can get 20 listings on and really smash out some good listings. What I'm going to be doing today is some old Happy Meal toys that are all sealed because I bought these like maybe 2 years ago, and it, like with a lot of the old stock that's no longer on my eBay, it's just sat in my unit doing nothing. Let me just have a quick look and see how many I've got. Just had a quick look. I made a listing where I've got like a random bundle of 12 sealed figures for whatever price that is there. But I've got a quantity of 59 of those, which is a total of 720 figures. But what I'm going to do today is, because there's another 6 boxes I've found where there's like 50 to 60 in each box, and it's a good opportunity to, rather than use these and just add them onto more quantities on eBay, I'm going to see how they do on Vinted by breaking them up and selling them in the sets or the series. If the full sets, we'll put a full set on. If it's like 3 out of 5, we'll just put what's it called, like the series on together, and see how they do. Like I said, it's already done the work it needs to do, because when I bought these, I picked them up in Staffordshire, and I had to end up renting a van because there were that many that I bought, and it were a huge collection from a collector. but it had in there some like really rare figures, and I'd 100% buy McDonald's again, but I'd just do it differently. I wouldn't necessarily put the singles on. I might only put like full sets on, or the sets that like hold the most value, because there's like some of them. There's like some music players of like Crazy Frog that there was like 6 or 7 in that van full, and they fetched like over £100 each. There was like Treasure Planet full sets. Like I think there was 2 full sets in there. That full set brings 70 quid. I'm trying to think what else there was. Like there was literally all sorts. So with these now, it's like yeah, I can add them to the um random bundles listing that I've got up. But instead, I think it's better to test Vinted, see how it does, and yeah, let's free up, bring in some money, and yeah, do that. So let's show you what we're doing today. Number 1 is here. There's probably going to be more than 20 listings. However, oh, there's some interesting stuff to be fair. So they've still, that's got the tag. Right, yeah, nice figure. Let's see. So that's box number 1. There's 70 figures there, and that's actually probably one of the more empty boxes. In total, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. So we're looking at least at 420 McDonald's toys to be getting on Vinted. Yeah, I'm going to get these on now. Door's just gone. There we have it. This is how we're going to do it. There's still a bunch left over that are all like duplicates. Rather than putting them all together, we might just create some random bundles at some point. But here we have like Dalmatians, stick them on for a £5. TY's £5. These are like some vintage Disneyland Paris stamps. There's a set of 20 to collect, and then each of the packets has like a number on, and that's all the different figures. So we know there's 6 there. That's all. We've run out of the saw now. It's done. Dalmatians full set from like the 90s, £5. That's some like Burger King, £2. What's that? What's it called? That Oliver and Taxi, is it? Yeah, stick that on for like £3.50. Some vintage Safari toys, probably do like £4. Grimace and Hamburglar, not sure on them. Some dinosaurs things, £3.50, and then some like Jigsaw track racer type wind up things. Stick them on for like £3.50, £4. Gonna get them on, and then I might potentially get another box out and do some more. So I'll start doing that now. Boom, job's a good one. The time is 12:54. So it's taken 14 minutes to get on 10 listings of McDonald's toys. I'm going to hold these 2 back just because I've had a look on eBay at sold comps, and I think that these will probably go as a bundle for like 25 quid, which for old stock, happy days. It's a value listing that I want on my store. So these are going to go with me, easy storage. It's really surprising when I'm going through these through my old stock how much I'm like putting to one side, because yeah, I do want it on the store, but it's not even on, and it's a lesson to myself to try and be more organized. Although like yeah, been doing it now for 2 years full time, and I really need to start upping my game where I'm just being better organised and managing the inventory better. And say me with the of upgrading the unit and getting a bigger one, when that new place comes, it has to be organised so it's just so easy and just like well looked after. I'm gonna get I'm going to go through another box and bang out some more listings. So yeah, let's have a look what we're doing. Boom, that's all she wrote. We have a set of Space Jam Vintage. That's a full set of some Looney Tunes. And then we're going to do 2 sets of like some Beauty and the Beast. There's loads in there. There are some more sets of like Space Jam Looney Tunes. But we don't want to put loads of the same listing on. And box number 2 is starting to get full. What we want to do is, yeah, get these on, and then I've got more work to do after because I've got a Whatnot show on Wednesday. So for the rest of the afternoon, I want to bang out loads of listings ready for that. Let's get these done. Both boxes are now full, so we need to start getting rid of some of that. The saw count is about like 5 million. We'll try and do better tomorrow. Got bored of counting, so we'll just leave that. There goes another. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some sales to show you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.